a lot of cool. Just it's like more kicking it. Like we don't.
But y'all based off of LA platforms, so they want to hear that from y'all. LA people want Angelinos want to hear that from y'all, bro.
But
you know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear no East
community
Coast
stick
people
together so much that I feel like you guys could really, in that brown bag aspect, you guys could really touch regionally, because there's certain parts of, or keep saying regionally, nationally, there's so many parts of the country that are very Hispanic centered, like Texas.
Our second biggest fan base is Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of Latinos and Hispanics up there.
I think Chicago got a little village, which is like mostly Latino.
Yeah, I think they got a whole communities.
Yeah, Texas too. They got like
Texas too.
Yeah, so I think when you're talking to what Texas used to be Mexico, that's a gang of motherfuckers right there. Yeah. But I think if we're talking about West Coast, we're West Coast based 100%. But we wouldn't be selling our shows if we were too West Coast focused in New York. You know what I'm saying? So I just think. I like, but this is good. I like this. This is good. And then I like AD's fucking sensitive ass again. Right. Oh, I was watching that and I feel like you ain't like me. You don't like it? That's not what I'm saying, AD.
But see, that's him playing the politics. But
I love it.
But that's why we call AD the president, because he got to be political. Me, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'll start a fucking East Coast, West Coast again. You feel me? The way niggas be talking about us, but you know, AD be like, man, you got to chill.
I've been thinking about.
That is sight though. The president's funny.
If I ain't gonna lie, like the other day, one of my homies was like, "Hey, how come you don't like go on stream and react to this and this?" And I'm like, AD and T-Rail do it for me. That's cool. I'm cool. Let him. Let them.
Not just right, but he riding around. He rolling. He cruise control. He all cruise control.
If I like waking up on a Saturday and seeing Keem argue with Akademiks, it's a cool vibe. Like,
it was tight though.
And again, that's one of the more intellectual arguments I've seen, and I was like, Keem go crazy. But see,
Act with the
I think even Keem has never argued with somebody like Act.
Yeah.
So you could tell, I went not in a bad way. You could tell Keem was a little like, it felt to me Keem was a little flustered in the conversation. Like he could have, like I feel like he, not flustered, that's the wrong word. I feel like he wanted to say more than he had already thought about. It was like put on his plate. If he had more time to talk to Akademiks, I think he would have had a different approach.
And were they live like for
the same time, I think.
But they were on the phone, right, with each other.
They couldn't see each other, I don't think. I think Act clicked in to watch Apollo for a second, but Apollo couldn't see Act, but they were live simultaneously. Damn, so I think that's a little pressure too. You got 20,000 people watching.
No, I mean, and I think physically that's a lot for Keem, you know?
And that's
That's big.
Type of person, he be in his head a lot about shit.
Hey, you like that one?
But they all talked to him, I think.
Six, you like that one?
Yeah, they did.
Tiny had a good question.
Tiny got to talk to him.
Tiny had a good question. I like Tiny's questions on it.
Yeah, but Keem's back hurt for sure. Carrying the Apollo around.
Damn, cold.
No, but look,
shout out to my boys, man.
But look, that's like a dope thing, because I think, like, to me, like when I was seeing it, I was like, oh, Act just being Act. And I like the fact that Act don't be thinking.
He was kind of humble though. He wasn't like aggressive Act.
But you know why? But you want to know why?
I think he felt safe.
No, because Keem wasn't also aggressive.
Right, I think he felt safe.
So no.
I think they was at a common ground trying to hear each other out.
And then again, knowing Act, he does his homework. Yeah. He probably saw Keem shit. He's like, oh, I'm not talking to no stupid motherfucker.
Right.
So he knew not to take that approach.
It's like this, fool. Like
this wasn't the first time though. Them two. This was the second time.
No, because the shit from the show.
Yeah.
When he said,
remember when y'all was in New York?
No, yeah. But that one was a little more like, it was like just hearing back and forth.
It wasn't personal. It wasn't one-on-one.
I think it was bigger than what it.
That shit was
that was phone calls.
Yeah, I think right now them having an actual debate, or looking at different perspectives, you gotta respect the fact that like Ag was like, okay, I'm not talking to no stupid motherfucker. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like not like that, but if me and Ag were to argue, I'm not the most intellectual, or like even with my words, I don't have the biggest vocabulary. Yeah. So he might win just based off that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Keem ain't no stupid motherfucker.
The fact they both could articulate and are well thought.
It's kind of like T-Rail ain't the most bright in the head, or the biggest vocabulary, but he is an argumentative motherfucker, and so am I. That's why we can argue back and forth, and I could go back and forth, but at some point I gotta prove a point, and I have points that I don't know how to say them. There's other motherfuckers. I feel like,
so like you said, how you say things,
and then again, you articulate things.
You understand? Keem's a manager.
Yeah.
So he talks for a living damn near.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know his the exact position with Q, but I don't think Keem's going in there like, hey, what's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? I just want to let y'all know, like, hey, we need this much money. Keem for sure probably know how to break it down. You know what I'm saying? Probably break shit down. So That's why I was like, hey, that was a good little back and forth.
Yeah.
And I fuck with it. I was like, oh yeah, come on, Keem.
Cool.
On a Saturday morning, do it up. You know what I'm saying? He's in the East Coast, we're in the West Coast 3 hours ahead. The schedule was lit.
Right.
No, that's a good look for them. That's a good look for Apollo. Good look for FMW at the same time. So I think, keep that up, fellas.
Do you think now Keem's gonna be walking around differently?
No.
For sure.
No, I think Keem has a humble arrogance. He has a humble arrogance.
Keem is the most obnoxious.
He's not finna be Mr. Hulk, motherfucker.
It's gonna be a humble arrogance.
Funny.
I think it's just gonna keep him sharp, and that's it. It's gonna keep him sharp.
I think it's helping. It's gonna help push him forward. I know it's a big topic about Keem. You're not that important, my nigga, but shout out to you.
Shout out to Keem.
But I think it's gonna help him actually, move forward out of some of those uncomfortable zones that he said he's had by getting more love and more light.
What the fuck is his own comfort zone?
Man, you gotta respect the man for his own head. Yeah, you gotta respect that.
He missed shit a lot.
He can take off. He just be in his mind a lot about things. He's not certain.
He's not certain. I just said the rules outside.
He's not certain.
I'm not sure about certain shit.
I ain't gonna lie. When I be seeing some of the shit, I be like, bro, T-Rail and Pun are mean, bro. I be like,
they cold, bro.
Cold little tag team.
That's a fucked up. See what I'm saying? Like I don't know how Smack deal with T-Rail that much. That's a lot of motherfucker to deal with.
That's knowing each other from birth, man. You gotta know each other's buttons and know how
that's why I be like,
Worm is chip off the old block. She joking do the same shit.
That shit just come natural. It's just
regular. To that motherfucker.
Hanging out on the block and make you witty for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That should be good. But yeah, man, shout out Keem. He got some light on him.
Keem did that shit.
Yeah, right up, bro.
He sparked it up. When Keem first pressed play on Truth in the Details, he had a couple people in that motherfucker, and he was still nervous about it. But he kept that shit going, even if it was once a week, once a month. Yeah,
he was. I think
he talked
too.
Oh, they all spoke.
Yeah, he asked him about the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake shit, like how you feel. He team Drake. So.
Oh yeah, act big team Drake.
Yeah.
16 scrub a little bit.
Yeah, act is big team fucking Drake.
All right, so shit, we sticking with hot topics. I'm not 100% familiar with this, so I don't know if you guys are with these new streamers, but they're saying this gentleman by the name of Kris Tyson of Mr. Beast. Everybody know Mr. Beast, obviously. He's getting exposed for allegedly talking to minors.